Hey, hello to you all. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Good morning here from Australia. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from the world. If you are watching this live, just put hashtag live and then say hello. Tell us where you're tuning from. If you are watching this on a replay, just put hashtag replay. But thank you for joining me live if you are watching this live. So I hope that you can relate to this topic today and get something out of it. So a little bit about myself. My name is Nisa Dermot. I am a success mindset and abundance coach and mentor. I also work as a consultant with Proctor Gallagher Institute. So today, it's all about self-image, and how to become the best version of yourself. Now, I don't know whether you read the book Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. He said that your self-image sets the boundary for your performance and for your achievement. And we act, we behave, and we feel according to what we consider our self-image to be. So, and he also said that we do not deviate from this pattern, the set pattern, within us that's controlling our behavior, controlling our results. So, self-image, it is one of my favorite topics, and it is so important to me because I discovered that I was holding myself back. The way that I saw myself, everything that happened to me and the results that I was getting and the problems that I was facing were created because of the concepts that I held of myself. So what I discovered was that when you change your self-image, your problems will disappear and opportunities will begin to appear. So you will really start to make the shift, the way that you see yourself and the concepts of yourselves from the viewpoints that you have of yourself. And a lot of your problems too tend to fall away. And then you start to see opportunities. So today I am going to be sharing with you a 6-step formula, self-image formula that has helped me. And I know it will help you become the best version of yourself. You know that so many people have no idea that there is a set pattern in our subconscious mind. It's a mechanism that's within us, in our subconscious mind, that's impacting the way that we do things, that's impacting what we can accomplish, and how this truth about us, if we really understand it, it will bring about results that we never thought possible. Now, self-image, it is the biggest part of me, as I said. It is so incredibly powerful. And studies have also found that when you discover your real self, it can really save a marriage. It can really put you on the right path of a faltering career. It can transform victims of a personality failure. It can really quantum leap your results in any area of your life, whether that's finances, whether that's fitness, whether that's family, maybe friendships, maybe faith, and you'll never look back. So just a little bit about my story. I grew up in the Pacific Islands. I was very shy, very introvert. I was bullied. I didn't want to apply for high-paying jobs because I believed that I was not good enough for it, even though that I had the education. I believed that I was not meant for more. I was really stuck. I suffered multiple financial losses. I was made redundant. I was bankrupt. And also I was a victim of an online scam that really cleaned me out a few years ago. Left me with nothing, but a 6-figure debts. And I was at my lowest point in my life at that time. And then I decided to find out who I am, to really look into why I was getting the results that I was getting. And I discovered who I am. I saw the opportunity to shift my self-image, to change how I see myself, and everything changed for me. So I rebuilt my life. So ladies, it's never too late to rebuild your life, never too late. So I paid off 6-figure debts in just over 2 years as a single parent, started a new business, bought some land, and I'll be building a new home on there. So I was operating at an awareness that was so low. I did not know any better. I was filled with self-limiting beliefs about myself. I have shifted my self-image, and I am continually growing it as I continue to improve myself and grow my results. So our self-image is formed by our experiences, and most people don't believe in themselves, and they have poor self-images. So then people, they stay stuck with the results that they don't want, and they never find out who they really are. And it's very rare that we ever question the validity of our self-image. We never do. We just accept it, who we are and what we are based on our programming. And this is why Maxwell Maltz, in his book Psycho-Cybernetics, you should get that book. He's a psychiatrist and a cosmetic surgeon in the 1960s, and he found self-image psychology. And he said that having an understanding of the psychology of the self is a key to a better life, better results. And better is a nice word. I like better. And it's a difference between freedom and conformity. So I don't know whether you know it, but your self-image is running you. It is controlling your behavior. It's controlling what you do. It's controlling what you're getting in your life, the results that you're getting at the moment, who you know, the people you hang out with, everything about you. It's been controlled by your self-image. And the thing is, it doesn't matter what you know. If you don't change what's going on the inside, the outside will not change. And most people, don't know that. I didn't know that. Certainly didn't know that. So for anyone to get to where they are now, or to achieve any goals that you have achieved, you would have to become a new version of yourself. You would have, and you can expect to get new results with the old version of yourself. You can't expect, you can't expect to get new results with the old version of yourself. You have had to make some changes to yourself to be able to achieve new results or new goals. So I'm going to be sharing with you some great information about self-image and the formula that has helped me change my self-image. And I am constantly changing the concept of who I am as I continue to set new goals. And as you grow and set new goals for yourself, your self-image has to grow as well. It has to grow. And if you have set some goals for yourself and not yet achieved them, it is possible that your self-image is trying to catch up. Self-image can make all the difference. Question for you though. What is self-image? What is self-image? Self-image is one of the mental programs that's stored inside of our subconscious mind. It's like a thermostat. It's a control mechanism that's running us. And your self-image has two parts. There's the part that you show to the outside world, in the way that you act, the way that you talk, the way that you walk, the way that you dress, everything on the outside. And then there's the image that you hold on the inside, the way that you see yourself, the convictions that you have about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, everything that you believe that you possess. That's the inner self-image. And it is your own conception of the person that you are. Now, these are the concepts or mental blueprints that we carry around with us, complete down to the last details. Concept is an idea, and it's an idea that gives someone, the plan or a design, its meaning. Whether it's, say, for example, worthy or successful, or failure, or maybe your hard work. They're the concepts. So it's our own opinion of ourselves and our own evaluation of us. It defines what you can do and cannot do, what you believe that you are or what you believe you're not. So we have lots of opinions about ourselves. Don't know about you, but I hold some awful opinions about myself. Opinions such as, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not smart enough, I'm not loved, not good at this, not good at that. These are some of the blueprints that I have held about myself. What about you? What are some of the concepts and opinions that you have held of yourself? If you're watching this live, put it in the comment. What are some of those opinions? Because that opinion or our evaluation of ourselves, it's based on our experiences. It's based on our perception, interpretation of an event, of a situation that made you experience that. So think about it. We are very harsh when we come to reviewing or reviewing our own self or performance. Would you agree with that? I was so hard on myself. I told myself so many untrue things, so many rubbish about myself. So wherever you come at this point in your life, whatever results that you get, what your health is like, maybe your family life, your finances, your relationship, whatever's going on in your life, all of that are results. All those results are assumptions that you have been carrying around for a long time. Because everything that's happening in your life, it's a concept, it's an evaluation that you hold of yourself from your past. And that's what Maxwell Maltz says, that you can never outperform your self-image. And I love that. You can never outperform your self-image. The key to improving your performance relies not so much in what you do, but in what you think of yourself. Everyone has a self-image problem, but they don't like to admit it. A poor self-image creates doubts. It causes procrastinations, which in turn turns into fear, and then you get stuck. See, for years, I struggled with my self-image. And I kept making the same mistakes over and over and over again, trying to get it right. And the results were not sustainable. They were not sustainable. So if you are stuck, I will show you how to develop and improve your self-image using a formula that I also use to help me with my own self-image. Because as I said before, that everyone has a self-image problem. And what do I mean by that? Well, your results in your life are in direct proportion to your self-image. So if your income is stuck at a certain level, or if you are living in an unhealthy body, or maybe you keep attracting the wrong people into your life, it means that your self-image is not in harmony with what it is that you want. That's all it is. So if you want to improve any area of your life, you have to see yourself as the person that you want to become. Your inner image has to be in sync with the outer image that you're portraying. But it's easier said than done, right? So you don't work on the old self-image. You create your own self-image to become the person that you want to become. So it's time to become the person that you want to become, and have the courage to be the person that you really are. So I hope you're ready for this 6-step self-image formula that I want to share with you. Okay, the first step. I want you to really take an honest look at where you're at. Take an inventory of the agreements that you have made with yourself. So what I mean by that, be honest and tell yourself the truth here. That's where the problem starts. It's where you're at this point in time. You can get to where you can't get to where you want to be if you don't know where you're at. What are the problems that you're facing or solving at the moment with the image that you hold of yourself? So how do you see yourself? Answer those questions. How do you see yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Or what were you told about yourself when you were young? What have you told yourself about yourself? So this is really finding out about where you're at. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And I want you to write these questions and write out the answers. Don't just run it through your mind. Write them down, because writing causes thinking. That's your first step. You got to know where you're at. Tell the truth, be honest, how you see yourself. What are some of the concepts that you hold of yourself? So that's step one. Step two, what sort of person you want to become? What sort of person you want to be? What is it do you want? So to do that, I want you to really think of someone that you admire and list down the positive qualities and characteristics that you love about it. So really it's about you making a list of the things that you like, and then write out, the following questions and answers. So then you then have an idea of the sort of person that you want to become. How do you want to be known as? When someone describes you like you have above, like what I just asked you before, what do you want someone to write about you? Because remember, don't do this to please anyone but you. It's all about you here. This is not about being liked. This is not about being accepted by people or being approved by others. This is about you. What do you really want? Who do you really want to become? So that's number two. Step number three, I want you to create a character description of the real you, the new you. So this is where you write down a self-image script of the person that you want to become. It is time to be a star in your own movie. So think of your favorite movie. If you met the actor who played that leading role in that movie, that you would see, you see that they became a character, right? So this is your movie. Your life is your movie. That character, they acted like the person that they wanted to become by rehearsing it over and over and over again until they appear on the screen, and then you saw them as that character. That's what you need to do. Write down the script, your self-image script of the person that you want to become, and then become that person by practicing it. Read it, rehearsing it over and over and over again until it becomes on the screen of your mind. Be clear about the person that you want to become. And then that moves you on to step number 4. Act like that person that you want to become. Which means, what can you do today that you would do if you were that person that you want to become? For example, if you want to be financially free, what would you do today? And start small. You don't have to go big, start small. By starting acting like that person that you want to become. Whatever that is for you. Maybe you want a new car, for example, on there. Walk into that dealership. Test drive that dream car that you want. When you walk in, act like you're going to pay that car, in cash. Act as if, and watch what happens. The way that you act determines how people will view you and respond to you. Step number 5, do something that makes you feel good about being you. About being you. What's something that you can do that makes you feel good about you? Whatever that may be for you. Ask that question. What is it that I want to do that makes me feel good about myself? And it doesn't matter how big or how small that is. It's all about you here. I want you to feel confident about yourself and feel good about yourself, because that will really boost your confidence when you do something, to make you feel good. And then the last step that I did was reprogram your beliefs. Yes, reprogram your beliefs. You can recreate your self-image the same way that your self-image was formed. And you know how self-image was formed? Repetition. Repetition or of affirmations with orders and instructions to our subconscious mind. Your self-image was formed when things were repetitively being told and suggested to your subconscious mind over and over and over again. That's what you need to do to reprogram new beliefs about yourself. Create a short, concise written statement of the new you, the real you that you want to become. And I want you to read that over and over and over again. Every day, maybe twice a day. And not long, From now on, you will wake up into a different person. And this is what my mentor Bob Proctor told me, to start off with your statement with I am so happy and grateful now that, and then finish that sentence off with the new person that you want to become. And then say that over and over and over again. Practice saying that to the mirror, twice a day, in the morning and before you drop off to sleep. Say that. The key to a better life lies in you. You have unlimited potential, but your limiting beliefs that you have about yourself simply aren't true. They're not true. That's what's holding you back from achieving what it is that you want. If you sit down and evaluate your beliefs, you will discover many of them are not true. Many of them are not true. And the only way for you to change your beliefs is to evaluate them. Your beliefs driving all of your behavior. That's what's happening at the moment. And when you change your beliefs about you, everything changes for you. So start living the life that you were intended to live by recreating a new self-image, changing the beliefs that you hold about yourself. Ask yourself, what limiting belief am I holding on to that is making me stuck? And how can you change how you see that part of you and make it an asset that will grow in value instead of liability? This will change your life. And this is what I do. This is what I do here, ladies. So I help women find their greatness, find out who they really are, learn how to love themselves more, appreciate who they are. And I love working, on co-creating people's self-image, because you can change your results and you can accomplish anything you want just by resetting your mechanism that you have. And I can help you with that. So, ladies, if this resonates with you, I would like to invite you to book a breakthrough discovery session with me for free to really rediscover your self-image, your new self. Find out what's stopping you from achieving what it is that you want, from becoming the person that you want to become. What belief system that you're hanging on to that's getting in the way, that's stopping you, from being the best version of yourself. So I've opened up some spots to offer you this service for free. 45 minutes spent with me to help you, discover who you really are, discover the best version of yourself. So I hope today's video helped you. Hope that was helpful, and hope that you find some nuggets in there to help you change your self-image, change it so you can change your life, and also change the results that you're getting from your business. Okay, that's it from me. Keep it simple and be deliberate. Bye for now.